What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. The Europa League games have just finished for us, and we're going to give our quick take on all of the matches, starting with the one that I probably love most, that I really enjoyed, Nice against Lazio. 2-1 win, 3-1 win. 3-1. Comeback from Lazio. Milinković-savić coming back, scoring 2 goals and getting assists on the night after Mario Balotelli did get the party started for Nice. What determination from Lazio this season. Amazing. They are learning how to grind wins. They are learning how to win matches. They are growing. They are playing beautiful football. And they didn't even start Ciro Immobile this game, or Luis Alberto, or De Vrij.
No.
Mike,
yeah.
come on, talk to me. I know you love this.
I thought they'd be spread thin from Europe, but Inzaghi is a mastermind. He knows how to get the team. Even their star player doesn't need to be starting, and they still managed to get the win. Unbelievable.
I'm so proud of them.
In France also.
I'm so proud of them. Nice is a good team, man. You got Schneider, Dante was there, who screwed up, Balotelli, and they scored first. The character to come back from 1-0 down, away from home, in Europa League, where they don't have much experience with their coach playing in Europe, all this stuff. 3 wins out of 3, topping their group in Europe. I am so proud of this Lazio. They are so much fun to watch. I love the embodiment that Inzaghi is doing. His little touches on the squad are seen because they play with so much momentum. I really enjoy it. Milinković-savić, one of the breakout center midfielders.
He was definitely starting the game. He scored 2 goals and he gave the assist for the first goal. So amazing.
Very proud of him. Very proud of this entire Lazio side. I won't say that they're already in to the next round, but they're definitely doing a great job cementing their place and also just helping out because Italy beats France as always. Let's go on to the next match, which is not as great. I guess we'll do the Milan one first. 0-0 draw against your Greek brothers, Ike. Did I say it right?
Yeah, Ike. Yeah,
or
that's how you
Ike?
say it. No, Ike.
Ike.
That's how the Greeks say it.
Mike. Okay, I know you're probably torn from 2 sides because you want the Greeks, but you're Milan. What did you think about them?
I thought they played pretty boring, but I'm not really that surprised. I mean, the Derby della Madonnina, that was a fun game. But they just didn't show a lot of hunger. They were playing at the San Siro, so
an empty San Siro.
So you'd expect Ike to defend, which they did. But they also pressed pretty highly. They also had some of their chances. But I guess you gotta say Milan were kind of unlucky. Ike's goalkeeper was pretty on form. He saved a few of them. Cutrone also had an offside goal. It was a very nice goal. But yeah, that was pretty much the story at the end of it. They tied. But I guess you can look at the brighter side. They are on top of the table. Just not hungry.
They were the only Italian team who failed this week. I'm going to say that because 3 teams won, right? Juve won, Lazio won, Atalanta won, who we'll talk about. 2 teams drew, Chelsea and Roma. Roma, fantastic draw. This is almost like a win, that draw. And Milan are one of them. And Napoli lost. But Napoli lost to a Manchester City, who it's understandable that Napoli could lose a match away from home, still missing 2 key players. But this Milan game, I mean, they were the only key to the puzzle where I really wasn't happy. The most disappointed that I was in this game. Because a tie at home against Ike, I mean, come on.
No, I get what you're saying, but, like, again, I don't think there's too much trouble in Europe. They are top of the table, so I don't think they're going to get that much criticism on that. But they do got to get their performance better, not just for Europe, but in the Serie A in general. One
guy who, if you want to talk about criticism, is under a lot of criticism right now, Vincenzo Montella. After the match, not good signs from him. Here's what he had to say to the Italian media. All I want from Milan fans is some patience. This team still hasn't shown everyone what it's capable of. We need to be embraced, not booed, because of course going out of the San Siro, the Milan players were booed, Montella was booed, and then to top that off, Locatelli commented, and he took a different stance than his coach did. He said, I understand why the fans are booing us. They have every right to. We have a great team, yet we haven't proved it yet. I don't know what else to say. So, which side do you take? Montella, so criticized for constantly smiling in his press conferences, which I don't really see the side. I get being angry, but okay, you smile, he's trying to play it off to the media. You don't know what goes on behind the closed doors. But he's saying, don't boo them. Locatelli's saying, boo us because we're still not doing good. What do you think?
I kind of agree with both of them. I mean, listen, they spent $200 million, so expect some good results. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be booing your team. It's not like they want to be playing bad. It's going to take a lot of time to get used to. It's a completely new starting 11. And I think Milan fans are just going to have to get used to it for a little bit till they start gelling together. That's it.
The scary thing is actually what's going on behind the scenes, because Mirabelli said, I was not happy with the way that Milan started against Inter. And actually, during the same press conference of Montella, he said, I don't agree with Mirabelli. I think that we actually went out to do well in the first half, which I don't agree with. I agree with Mirabelli. And Mirabelli is more of a hard guy. Like, he says it just straight to the point. Montella, he's more flary with these things. I know we're getting a little bit off topic, but I think that the needle is running low for Vincenzo Montella. I think that if he was sacked, I wouldn't be too surprised. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it. But at this point, I think Milan fans are definitely losing their patience. I haven't been seeing as much reaction to this. The Italian media pushing Montella to his edge a lot, saying that he could be sacked. But again, who knows? There's a whole big argument because who you're going to bring in, this and that. But yeah, 0-0 draw for AC Milan at home in the Europa League. But again, like Michael said, they are at the top of the table. And another team who's at top of their table in the Europa League, all three Italian teams are Atalanta. 3-1 victory in this match.
Guys, come on. Look who's in their group. They got Lyon and Everton also in their group, and they are on top of the group by 2 points clear of Lyon.
How incredible is this story from Atalanta? 1-0, 1-1, able to push up to 3-1 this game. I mean, they embody the spirit of what a team should do. Lost key players. They're the opposite of the Sassuolo effect. Sassuolo qualified for Europe. They sold players. They completely went down. Atalanta qualified for Europe, sold players, and they're doing incredible, beating Juventus, now in the Europa League, top of their group, the group of death, tying Juventus, top of their group in the Europa League, and performing beautifully. The fans are behind them. They're not even playing at home. The hunger that they're showing, and everything is just working for Atalanta.
I'm just really surprised. Beautiful. I really thought they're going to fall on the same path that Sassuolo did. But I'm so happy they are proving me wrong. They are playing at their stadium now since...
they're not. At the Montella Stadium.
Yeah, Sassuolo Stadium. Oh. So maybe they got a little more support from the Sassuolo fans too. But it's just amazing to see. And it looks like we hope that they can continue in the next round. If things continue this way, that's what it's going to be. It
is absolutely unreal what Atalanta are doing. Yes, you know, Lazio on top of their group, Milan are on top of their group, other Italian teams. But I mean, Atalanta, the amount of budget that they have compared to everyone else, the amount of squad that they have, the depth in their squad, and playing against some actually really good teams. I guess Everton is not performing well, but still, Everton is Everton.
Lyon's a quality side. Come on, these are good teams, especially for little Atalanta that just came here.
It's got to be that Gasperini effect, the way that the whole team plays for themselves. They're the joy of Italy at this moment, really doing everything they can to make a name for themselves. And then, like Michael and I were saying, to have all the Italian teams going through in Europe, you know, Napoli, Juve, Roma, Atalanta, Lazio, Milan, it's just important to get out of the group stages for us, because you never know what's going to happen in the following draw. You may get a team that you're able to beat, and you're able to fight on that stats. Getting out of the group stages for a lot of the teams is much harder. The Italian mentality has always been win when you need to win, and group stages is a place that we do struggle in. So to get Atalanta out of this group, who knows who they could get paired with? Who knows what they could do over a two-leg run?
That, and once you get out of the group stage, you also get a considerable amount of money, something Atalanta could really, really need, and it can help them a lot. So that's definitely their #1 target.
The thing is, hopefully they reinvest that money, and they don't go selling. And I think that if this is a sign to tell, you know, maybe you say, oh, look at Sassuolo, they sold, then they went down, so okay, he was right to sell, right? But Atalanta, you sold some key players, Conti, Kessier, Gagliardini, etc., and you're still able to win. So it should prove to you that if you could keep this model of keeping these youngsters, finding new players, Orsolini, who's still not been integrated into the team, why not invest in that and have another Italian team who's actually learning this DNA with Gasperini, who's a great Italian coach. I just think that they have everything, all the means to continue. Yes, it is October. And they're not struggling with any major injuries, and they're going to be stretched thin, but that's just a good opportunity where if you get out of the group stages, you just sent your president a straight message. Let's reinforce. Gasperini deserves all the faith that he should get from the fans and from the president to reinvest into this team. Give them a little bit more depth. Let them keep doing that push in Europe where there's going to be no pressure on them, and then keep pushing for a spot in Europe for Italy. I think they have all the signs to do something special.
They're the prime example for every mid-table to lower-table squad that it's actually pushing for a dream and really accomplishing it.
How wrong have we been about Atalanta and Roma? Guys, we deserve an apology for both of them. So far, we counted them both.
They're pretty surprised with themselves too.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
that's
Pablo
amazing.
Gomez is like, I don't even know how I got here. But guys, just a quick little recap of the Europa League. Not too bad of a week for the Italian teams in Europe. Pretty good overall. Pretty good signs, pretty good results. But, of course, there's still margin to get better. But let us know down below your thoughts. If you're a Milan fan, Lazio fan, Atalanta fan, Juventus fan, Napoli fan, we want to hear your perspective. So, do we have a Sassuolo fan?
I'm sure we'll have one.
You think
Please,
so?
just someone commented it.
No, but don't comment if you're not. Maybe Sassuolo now. They count on Twitter. They'll be watching them.
Right.
Anyway, let us know down below. And as always, we'll see you soon. Ciao, ragazzi.